what advice would you give to that director of marketing on how to make an impact in advertising quickly?
Every situation is so different. We work hard to understand the specifics of any situation before we ride in, like do this and do this and do this. Generally speaking, respect the audience. Don't tell them what they should think. Give them information that allows them to form their own opinion. A lot of small advertisers, maybe because they're doing it themselves, they're really talking to themselves. They're just throwing facts at you, or they're throwing benefits at you. And it's important for anyone who's advertising to understand that the decision to purchase, 99.9% of the time, it's emotional, right? The decision to choose A over B it's an emotional decision. And when you try to drive emotional decision making by throwing just rational argument, it fails. It feels like it should work because I'm telling people all the things they need to know. And maybe as they get closer to a purchase decision, they need some of these specifics. But as they are leading up to that moment, it's really about understanding them and giving them a message that entertains. I mean, that is truly the name of the game, is getting people to pay attention to a message that they would just rather not take the time to listen to.
I always say like the number one way to increase, whether it's like social media, and I specifically work within like video a lot, right? Like as the video guy, and like on LinkedIn, it's like the first thing is, I'm so-and-so, the CEO of this company you've never heard of. And it's like, there's your first 5 seconds of the video. I'm already not listening because I probably never heard of you. Or the people that are listening are probably just like your friends or your customers, people that already know you. Like, oh, but it's like, if you just get right into like, you're struggling with advertising. I am struggling with advertising, Ben. Wait, tell me more. But then like, don't just like feed them a bunch of like, this is how you grow to $1 million next week, and give them something that's actually both entertaining, educating, like give them the content that they're here for.
The first thing you should do is have a great product. Great advertising, effective advertising can ruin your business if it drives people to try a product or a service that's inferior. So take care of your business first. Fix whatever it is in your product, your processes. If you make a thing, get the thing right before you broadcast it out there.
Don't overpromise and underdeliver.
Yeah. So I think that's a huge part of it. We've told a client or two to like maybe go back to the drawing board a little bit on some things, and understand too that advertising is a component of marketing. Marketing is a bigger thing than advertising, and the advertising game's got to be right. If your product's right, and the promotion or the advertising is right, but the placement is wrong, that'll blow things up.
Yeah.
So get everything in alignment. You can't ask advertising to drive sales when there are other elements that impede the selling process, right?
Yeah, like even it's e-commerce or whatever, your checkout process is terrible, right? It's
exactly.
Like,
what's the user experience
like? You could drive 1 million people there, and if the credit card thing doesn't work, you're screwed. So we do it through that. How marketing team in-house can start to make some changes there. I think another big piece is social media. Like every CEO goes back to their team and says, we need to do better on social media. So they hire an intern, they do some dances on TikTok, they post like 10 of those. They don't work, they don't get any business, and they give up on it. Or the intern summer gig ends. How do you think founders should be thinking about social media as a form of advertising and how to really build their brand?
The first thing for me is this really important to you? I mean, if it's important to you, put your back into it. You can tell what's important to you because you get behind it with your efforts. And if this important marketing effort is handed to an intern, and we don't provide any content that's meaningful and unique and compelling and on brand, then you're just contributing to the white noise. If anything, you're making the point that you're ignorable. It'd be better to just be silent than add to that gobbledygook mess. I think there's the mindset right now that's common that I take issue with, that social content is somehow separate from your brand. There are agencies that specialize in social alone, and God love them. There's a place for that. But my take on things is everything is brand. So if you are doing a campaign that looks one way, and then you're totally in a totally different character in social media, then that's not helpful, right? Because you don't seem to know what you're about. So understanding that everything you do is brand, and being consistent in your message and hopefully consistent with quality is the key.